Now let's look at Russia and President Vladimir Putin. A leader the West does not hesitate to criticize. Putin has won Russia's presidential election again. This will be his fifth presidential term. He's set to become the country's longest-serving elected leader. He will even surpass Joseph Stalin before this term is up. And far from anti-incumbency, Putin's popularity is on the rise. He won the election with a record 87% vote share. So what does this mean for Russia, for the war in Ukraine, and the bigger geopolitical picture? How will Putin's expected victory impact the world? Here's our report.
Polling closed in Russia yesterday. After 3 days of voting, Russia picked its next president. Of course, the results were never in doubt. With a resounding 87% in early counting, Vladimir Putin returned with another landslide. He will be Russia's president for a record fifth term.
First of all, I want to thank the citizens of Russia. We are all one team. All the citizens that came to polling stations and voted. Once again, I want to say this is very important. This has no formal character. The source of authority in the nation is the Russian people.
He thanked the people of Russia, but Putin's opponents have slammed the polls. They called the election a sham.
We have seen the Russian elections, and a statement from the 27 will be issued after the council. But I want to anticipate that this has not been free and fair elections.
The EU says the elections weren't free or fair. British Foreign Minister David Cameron agreed. German Foreign Minister Annalena Baerbock called it an election without a choice. The US and other Western nations will add their 2 cents soon enough. But so far, the harshest criticism has come from, no prizes for guessing, Ukraine.
There is not a single bit of legitimacy in this simulation of an election, and there cannot be. This actor should be on trial in The Hague.
It's expected that Zelensky would be furious. He is losing the war. To add insult to injury, Russia held voting in the annexed parts of Ukraine via a ballot bus in some places. So it seems Putin has no intention of returning the annexed land. He considers them Russian citizens and voters now. Putin even spoke about creating a buffer zone between Ukraine and Russia, using present Ukrainian territory, meaning Ukraine still has a long fight ahead of it. That's why Zelensky seems angrier than usual. But while Russia's enemies seethe with rage, Putin's allies sent their congratulations.
With more than 87% votes, Putin has completely won the war against the entire collective empire of the West.
China congratulates on this. China and Russia are each other's largest neighbors and comprehensive strategic partners in the new era. We firmly believe that under the strategic guidance of President Xi Jinping and President Putin, China-Russia relations will continue to move forward.
Putin also said that China-Russia ties would continue to grow, which is more bad news for the West. The Russian president has won a resounding mandate. It will embolden him to stick with his current path. Unless the West finds a way to get along with Russia, the world may be in for a rough few years.